couples out there who may be a little bit confused as to why relationships are so difficult. You know, they say it's bad to generalize, but it's something I really enjoy. So here's the thing, okay? Men are interested in cars. Women are interested in gardening. Yeah, think about that, eh? I mean, not all men like cars. Some like motorcycles and trucks. But you got to admit, you see more men at car shows than you see more women at gardening shows. Eh? That's important. That'll help you understand why they see relationships differently. See, because women see a relationship like a garden. You know, you got to put a lot of work into it. You got to fuss over it. You got to turn over the ground, add more flowers, a little fertilizer. Whereas men see a relationship like a car. Once they've made a commitment to have one, they really expect it to go at least 5 years without any serious maintenance. Oh, yeah. See, women enjoy working on a relationship. They see that as part of the fun. Men see that as a sign that there's some serious mechanical problem. And maybe that's why when there is a serious problem, women try to dig down deeper and get to the roots. Whereas, unfortunately, a lot of men try to trade up. Remember, I'm pulling for you. We're all in this together.
It's time to go fishing with your buddy Jerry. Welcome to Jerry's Bait and Tackle Outdoor Show. Heard exclusively on the voice of Muscatine, AM 860 KWPC. Now you can call Jerry with any questions, comments, concerns, complaints, or just to find out where the fish are biting. The phone number is 563-263-8600. Jer, let's start the show.
Well, good Friday morning. We had a little couple technical difficulties to work through here this morning, but we made it on the air.
I think the only technical difficulty we have is the show.
Yeah, I think so. I happen to think it's the fluorescent lights.
I think we should shut them off.
Let's shut them off. Let's do the show in the dark. Let's see what happens. Nothing. I shut off the wrong light.
You shut the other guy off. Shut that light off.
Shut off that light off. That's a little better.
Now we're really in the dark.
Now we're in the dark, as normal. Wow. Welcome to Jerry's Bait and Tackle Outdoor Show, a well-oiled machine as always. Hey, got Greg Haynes. He's with us today. He's going to be talking about running for county supervisor. We'll get to him in a little bit. But I got a lot of fishing reports here to get to.
Now, how can you read them in the dark?
I memorize them. I get up at 4 a.m. I get up at 4 a.m. and I look at them, memorize them, and I'm ready to go. First important mention is Chicken Creek out there, you know. Up on Chicken Creek, she sends me a fast spring lick. Whoop, whoop.
I think he's singing about his boat, isn't he?
I think so.
I hope so.
I hope so. But anyway, Chicken Creek, I talked to County Conservation Board out there this morning. They're going to finish up the work today. They don't know if it'll be open later on today or possibly tomorrow, but they're pretty much putting the wraps on that out there. Pike Run and F70 seem to be doing pretty good for crappie right now. I think we're just at the cusp of it. If the water warm up a few more degrees and these crappie are going to move in shallow, they're going to be ready to spawn. You're going to be able to pick up some of them. Iowa Lake, crappie, fair, looking for males, moving to shallow wood brush. Iowa River at Corville Lake, walleye, fair bite there. A few fish are being caught below the dams and in deeper pools. Jigs are usually best, but crankbaits can be just as good. White bass are also biting up there in Corville Lake. Lake Belvedere, largemouth bass are good. Some nice bass have been caught. Southeast recently pick one of the few nice sunny days and hit the warmer banks. That's what's going to work for you. Crappie are also rated as fair up at Lake Belvedere. McBride, water temps is starting to get to the mid to upper 50s. That's what we want. We want it to be about 58 to 60 degrees, and that's going to kick them crappie into gear. Walleye at Lake McBride, fair. Early and late in the day have been the best for smaller male walleyes. During these low light conditions, they can be caught shallower along the rock. Let's see what else we got here. Lake Odessa. Now, I know you guys down there, hopefully we're going to have Randy on here in a minute. That Mississippi's rising pretty good, but down at Lake Odessa, the gate for Toolsboro Road has been closed as Mississippi River inflow through the breach at the Iowa River Levee and across the road there. The Sand Run and Schaefer ramps are still usable, even though Odessa is a little higher than normal. Lake of the Hills, rainbow trout are good. They're active. They're hitting on jigs and spinners, as well as sweet corn fish under a bobber. Lake Saguma, anglers have been catching largemouth bass along shorelines and riprap areas. The lake crappie fishing remains a little slow down there. So, as I told you, this weather warms up a little bit. We're going to get more fishing reports coming in. You better, what I read from the weather forecast, you better get out and enjoy today and tomorrow, because Sunday it sounds like it goes to hell. So, we got Randy on the phone there.
Yeah, Jerry.
Hey, Randy, what's happening down your neck of the woods besides high water?
Well, like you said, Lake Odessa's got water up at the parking lot. I'm getting mixed reports on Wood down there, Wood Hollow down there. I've got guys saying they're going down there and wasting their time. I got 3 guys came in this morning, and they've been doing fair on the crappies and a few bluegills. So I don't know if they're a little better fishermen than the other ones that's been giving me reports, but they are going back the second day, so they must be getting something. Mm-hmm. The kids are fishing on just the other side of the levee in all that debris with dew worms and picking up catfish and occasional crappie, and that's in the flooded timbers. Mm-hmm. Because the catfish are up in there trying to get worms and stuff.
Yep.
And Belvedere, I heard the same thing you did. Mm-hmm. Bluegills and bass and crappies are just now starting to come on.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Like I said, if we can kick that up a couple more degrees, we were talking about that this morning. Hopefully this rain we get this week doesn't cool it back down. But, you know, they're like you and me. With creatures of habit, we got to spawn sometime. Not as much as we like to, but you know what I mean.
Bound to happen.
Yeah, bound to happen.
It's bound to happen, but yeah, all the river except for Muscatine is shut down. They are catching some over in Eagle Field, but you got to get into Muscatine and then go up or go down to Eagle Field.
Mm-hmm. So you got any water on your property yet, or?
Yeah, we got a little water in the back of the park, but like I said, the kids are just going up over the levee into that flooded timber and just fishing right along the side of the levee. Oh. And you can do that anywhere from Muscatine all the way down to Toolsboro. Mm-hmm.
So you heard I haven't heard a lot of talk coming out of Deep Lakes Park lately. You heard anything down there that's happening?
No, the guys are coming in and asking what the trick is to catching them big bluegill down there. You know, the ones that are catching the most of them are throwing a slip bobber out as far as they can and fishing 4 to 5, 6 foot deep. And they're picking up bluegill that way. Mm-hmm.
Well,
that's pretty tricky fishing down there.
Yeah, it is, and we've talked about that many times on the show, but I have a new bait. It just came in the shop this week. It's called Chena bait. Have you ever heard of that, Randy?
No, sir.
Okay, I was watching this thing on YouTube, and this is a guy out of Wisconsin makes this stuff. It kind of comes, you know, like how your kids eat that fruit roll-ups. You know, you kind of pull it out there, and you kind of pull off a chunk and eat it. Well, this Chena bait's the same thing. It's kind of like a fishing bait tape, for any lack of way to say it on the radio. You pull it out, and it's kind of like a skin type material, and you take little slices of it, like you would, you know, so it kind of looks like a worm, and you thread it onto the hook, and it's supposed to be phenomenal from the videos I watched. Of course, these are the guys that sold it to me, so I haven't got it out yet to try to use it, but man, it really looks like something that will really work. I brought some with me just to see. I haven't been able to fish, so let me take a little pull off this one here. Well, it does.
Oh, that's sick.
It does kind of taste a little bit wormy-like. I can see how they can enjoy it.
Oh, no.
A little taste of walleye, maybe.
After bite of catfish.
Yeah, I think it probably... Oh, I forgot to take the hook out. Oh. But no, anyway, I got this new stuff called Chena bait, where I'm going to have to send you down a thing of it, Randy, and you give her a try and see if she works out.
Well, we're going to have to test run it. You know how them videos are. They spend 2 days making a video, and you only see 10 minutes of it.
Yep, absolutely. It's kind of like this show. We write it for 2 weeks, and you only get about 2 minutes worth of good stuff on here, if you're lucky.
Yeah, as far as Greg Haynes goes, I fished with him a time or two, and I think the last time I fished with him, I caught a couple more crappie than he did.
Whoa. You know who you're on the phone with here. You know Randy Brewer?
I know Randy Brewer.
There you go.
Speaking of stuff
He's a true fisherman.
Talking about stuff getting deep and high, I'm going to have to move up a little bit. He
Sounds like a naked bigot ambush.
I thought I'd get him while he was live on the radio. That way he couldn't tell no stories about it.
Well, you're going to get shut off here, and then he's got the next 20 minutes, Randy. So I think that was a bad move on your part.
Paybacks are always like that.
Yeah, that's the way it is. So, Randy, you're open normal hours right now, even though the flood's going on, right?
Yep, we're open 24/7. You give us a call if nobody's at the shop. We'll be right there. We live on the grounds. That's 16114 County Road X61.
Absolutely.
Down by the brakes.
I foresee a busy weekend for you. We were really busy this morning. A lot of crappie minnows going out the door. So.
Yep.
All right, Randy, we're going to slide into a commercial break, and we're going to be right back with Greg Haynes.
Thank you much. Bye.
See you, Randy.
Sounds like a place to fish or baiting down at the bottoms. This is Randy Brewer from the Outback Bait and Tackle Shop. When you're ready to go fishing, to hit the river and local fishing holes, come and see me. I've been fishing our local areas for over 40 years. I'll be able to set you up with the right bait and tackle for our fishing holes in the area. I'll even throw in some of my experienced fishing advice. So before you head out to your fishing hole, come see me at the RB's Outback Bait and Tackle, located 16114 County Road X61 here in Muscatine. Call me at 563-506-0490. Sign says 9 to 5. Call anytime after. We'll get your bait.
Let the Sicilian Pizzeria of Wilton treat your family to dinner tonight. Their dough is made fresh every day with only the freshest ingredients, so you're guaranteed to taste the difference. Offering classic specialty pizzas like Sammy the Bull, the Palermo, the Gladiator, the German, the Viagra, and many more. Try one of their killer subs, calzones, or pasta dishes if you're looking for something different. Make sure you start your meal off with one of their mouth-watering appetizers, Asiago tomatoes, cheesy garlic bread, or their famous seafood bruschetta. Call the Sicilian Pizzeria in Wilton for pickup or delivery today. 563-732-9396. Open 7 days a week from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m.
Riverside Animal Hospital has the most advanced equipment in Muscatine. Come see me, Dr. Rayburn, at Riverside Animal Hospital for the most compassionate care for your four-legged family member. Call us today at 264-0761.
Here's a look at your forecast for KWPC AM 860. For today, expect mostly sunny skies. We'll reach a high temperature in the lower 70s. We'll have our winds turning to the southwest. Then for tonight, partly cloudy skies. Do have a slight chance for a spotty shower developing, low temperature in the upper 40s. For the day on Saturday, partly to mostly sunny skies, slight chance for a late day shower, high temperature to near 70. I'm Weather Eye meteorologist Michael Caro on AM 860. Currently 50 degrees.
Is that what the kids are into? What they call that beatboxing?
Something like that.
I know you do it with your peeps out there on the corner.
No, I don't do that.
Oh, you don't get into that? Oh.
No, the closest I got to that, they said it sounded like I was hyperventilating, so I just knocked it off.
You know, there used to be, Bill Cosby said the thing back when Remember when break dancing was a big deal?
Yep.
Everybody spinning around. Back in my day, they called that having a fit.
Yep.
Anyway, speaking of dumb things, I put together a list this week. I have a lot of customers, and don't get me wrong, I love my customers. I love them to death. They're the reason why I'm in business. But I do occasionally get asked dumb things. So, today, from the home office of Wilton, Iowa, here are the top 5 dumbest things ever said to me in my bait shop. Number 5. Wow, that stink bait really stinks. Number 4. Dude, you got any crappy minnows? Number 3. How many waxworms do you get in a dozen? I'm serious. Wait till the last 2. Number 2. Do you got any worms in the rear?
Ooh.
And number 1, dumbest thing ever said to me in my bait shop. So, dude, you some sort of a masturbator?
How's that spelled?
B-A-I-T-E-R.
Okay, you had me worried.
I swear to God, all the time. But hey, I love my business. I love my clientele. It's a wonderful business to be in. And remember, people, we only have 7 months of good fishing weather left before winter shows up. So I don't want you to be one of the people. I didn't even take the boat out once this year. Now's your time, your opportunity. Not on the Mississippi so much, but the Cedar's normal. In fact, it's a little low. This is a great opportunity for you to get out, try Lake McBride, Lake Saguma, Lake Iowa, all these other places you don't normally fish. This would be a perfect time to get out there and do it.
Is it because the water level is high, or?
Well, because you won't be able to get into the Mississippi River. All the ramps are shut down.
Right.
Down there by Randy's, they closed the brakes off. They got a big fence that locks it out. So this is your perfect opportunity. If you normally just fish the Mississippi, get out and try the Iowa River. Get out and try the Cedar River. Try Lake Iowa, Lake Diamond. There's tons of water around here, and they all hold pretty good fishing. And it's going to be a beautiful weekend. Get out there and try it. As I said earlier, we have Greg Haynes with us today, and he's throwing his hat into the race for county supervisor or position on county supervisor. Is that correct?
Correct, Jerry.
All right. So, as you were saying in the break, you know Randy way back.
Yes, I do.
I don't know if that'll hurt your chances now or not, but you are an active fisherman. You're an active hunter. I know you love dogs.
Yes, I am an active fisherman, hunter, outdoorsman. I enjoy hunting Indian artifacts, mushroom hunting, anything outdoors. I enjoy it.
So what actually does, I mean, for people that are slow like me and Dave in there, what
Speak
is
for yourself. But at 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm right at your level.
There you go. What actually role does the county supervisor play?
The county supervisors, they set budgets for the county, and they're kind of the go-to people for things that are happening in the county. Control infrastructure, do we fix our roads? Do we fix our bridges? Do we leave them alone?
The general thing, which gives us access to fishing, just like out there at Chicken Creek, which was a major project. They took down that old rickety iron bridge that's been there forever. Now we got a brand new concrete bridge. Plus we got the Deep Lakes Park, all that good stuff. So it kind of ties in with that.
We have a lot of good wildlife areas in Muscatine County, and I would really like to see people utilize them more. There's people that utilize them, but there's a lot more things that could be done outdoors, and people just need to know that these places are available, and we need to take care of them. And that's one of my concerns as an active outdoorsman, is I want to see, children 20, 30 years from now be able to go hunting and fishing, and we want to make sure that those possibilities are still allowed.
Yep. I think you're an avid duck hunter, aren't you?
I'm more of a pheasant hunter than a duck hunter.
Sorry, I kind of misread it there.
I run German short hairs. I breed, raise, and train German short hair pointers for bird hunting, pheasant hunting.
Right. So the point I'm trying to get to is you're really active in the outdoors.
Yes.
And if you're looking for a county supervisor, you're looking for somebody that's in the outdoors, not sitting behind a desk, Googling stuff.
I'm going to get out there and I'm going to check things out. If people have questions or concerns, I'm going to listen to them. I'm a real good listener.
Okay. So if somebody wanted to get a hold of you about your campaign here, or I guess not a campaign, but your bid for county supervisors, is there a way to get a hold of you and say, hey, I like what you're saying here, or I was thinking about this or that?
I do not have a website or anything at this point in time. Just my cell phone number would be the only way to get a hold of me.
So when does the election come up? Or
we're going to have a primary coming up here June 3rd, and then the election will be later in the year here.
All right, cool beans on that. I know you have a love for German Shorthairs. That's why you basically moved out to West Liberty, right?
Nichols.
Instead of getting rid of some dogs, let's just buy a bigger house.
Let's find some priorities where we can train them.
How many dogs you got now?
I got 6 total.
That's an awful lot of dogs. And they're beautiful dogs, by the way.
And very smart.
Yes, they are. They are excellently trained, too. So if you have any questions for Greg, just give us a call out here at 563-263-8600, and we'll be glad to take your phone call. Or if you got a call from me or Dan, just give us a holler. We'll chat with you. So other sides of making sure that we procure these lands for future generations. You got any other ideas what you think would help in the Muscatine County area for...
I would like to see Muscatine County do like Jones County does, where they pull in the National Wild Turkey Federation, Pheasants Forever, Quails Unlimited, Ducks Unlimited, get these groups together and help improve our public areas, put food plots in, do habitat restoration, don't destroy, don't dig ditches, don't dig ponds. We don't need more duck waters. We got plenty of river and ponds around here. We need upland habitat, and I would really like to see some interest pushed this way.
And in Muscatine County, we definitely got plenty of areas that we could do what you're proposing there. I think there's lots.
There's a lot that could be done across the whole state, for that matter.
Right. I think we better just stay focused with this county first.
Yeah.
All right, you were listening to Greg Haynes. He's throwing his hat in the race for county supervisor. I think we're going to slide into a little commercial break, and we'll be right back.
Let the Sicilian Pizzeria of Wilton treat your family to dinner tonight. Their dough is made fresh every day with only the freshest ingredients, so you're guaranteed to taste the difference. Offering classic specialty pizzas like Sammy the Bull, the Palermo, the Gladiator, the German, the Viagra, and many more. Try one of their killer subs, calzones, or pasta dishes if you're looking for something different. Make sure you start your meal off with one of their mouth-watering appetizers, Asiago tomatoes, cheesy garlic bread, or their famous seafood bruschetta. Call the Sicilian Pizzeria in Wilton for pickup or delivery today. 563-732-9396. Open 7 days a week from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m.
The place where he was born and raised.
Sounds like a place to fish or baiting down at the bottoms. This is Randy Brewer from the Outback Bait and Tackle Shop. When you're ready to go fishing, to hit the river and local fishing holes, come and see me. I've been fishing our local areas for over 40 years. I'll be able to set you up with the right bait and tackle for our fishing holes in the area. I'll even throw in some of my experienced fishing advice. So before you head out to your fishing hole, come see me at the RB's Outback Bait and Tackle, located 16114 County Road X61 here in Muscatine. Call me at 563-506-0490. Sign says 9 to 5. Call anytime after. We'll get your bait.
See, I knew you knew how to do that.
He got hyperventilating,
man. What are you smoking in there?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Anyway, get out there this weekend, do some fishing. You're going to enjoy it. Like I said, we're talking epic rain. But, of course, next week's a long ways away in the weather department, but we'll see. So you going to get out and do any fishing, Dave?
I'm going to be here.
You're going to be here?
I'm going to be here, yep.
Oh, you're stuck in the studio all weekend?
Yep, all weekend, all next week. I'm here all the time.
Oh, yeah, well, that's the way it goes. That's what keeps this thing turning.
Yep. Well, I do have a question about fishing in the rain, though. Is that just like a... Because I don't know nothing about this, so you can make fun of me if you want. But I do have a glass wall between me and you, so I don't care what you throw at me. When it rains, is it true that the fish bite more when it rains?
Sometimes it can. It has to do with what when you look at the weather map, when you see a high pressure and a low pressure. Usually when your storms come up, that's a low pressure system. A high pressure is bluebird skies. The pressure, and I do believe in pressure, how it affects fishing. And I know if I go out right before a storm hits, fishing is usually a lot better because that's what we call a low pressure system. And for some reason, the fish are more active in a low pressure environment than they are in a high pressure. Not saying that you won't catch fish in a high pressure environment, but the biggest fish I ever caught and the nicest fish in quantities is always in a low pressure situation. And so, yeah, if it's a light rain, that's going to be typical of a low-pressure situation. Now, just because it's raining doesn't mean they're biting good. It just means that you're in a low-pressure situation.
Right, so right before rain starts,
usually I try to... I mean, not with the lightning crashing into the water or something like that. I've been out there a couple times when it did that. So, I always prescribe to the low-pressure system. It has worked for me. So
well, we actually learned something on the show today. We've got to mark this on the calendar.
Hey, once every 6 months, if I can work it in, I try to do that.
All right. Holy
shit. There we go.
Uh-oh.
You know what that sound is? That's Captain Katie.
That box under her desk.
Pulling in the port.
Reach in your hand. Pull out.
Be the first caller, 563-263-8600, and you get to rummage through Captain Katie's tackle box.
That's why we call her Captain KT. Captain Katie.
We're going to have to do something with that song, man.
Yeah. Well, I got a caller. Maybe they're telling us to shut it off. Let's see what's going on there. Hi.
Hi, you're on Jerry's Bait and Tackle Show, my darling.
Good. I want to win some for my grandson.
Well, you're the big winner today.
Great. Thank you.
Well, thank you. Now, bye. Make sure you come out here and check the radio station and talk to Captain Katie up there at the front desk, and she'll present you with a tackle box, and you just pick out whatever you like. Well, here it is again. Another Friday morning you've wasted by listening to this trash. And there's
Ma Bell.
Ma Bell. I think we're going to slide out of here. I'm going to thank my guest, Greg Haynes, for being on today. Remember, he's running for county supervisor. When's that primary again?
That'll be June 3rd.
June 3rd. So if you like what Greg's got to say, throw a vote his way. Until next week, for Brother Dave Stiles and me, Jerry, of Jerry's Bait and Tackle Outdoors Show, we're sliding on out here. We'll see y'all next week.
Jerry will be back next Friday, right here on the Voice of Muscatine, to talk about fishing, life, and even a few jokes. Have a great weekend. We'll see you back here next Friday. Jerry's Bait and Tackle Outdoor Show on the Voice of Muscatine. I think I got a big one on the line, Jer. Gonna need a bigger boat.
But I love to fish.